You know what I
I don't think.
actually think? I think because Johnny spoke out, more men are actually going to speak out, which is an amazing thing. I mean, I have some followers who actually created videos talking about their own survival stories, and I think more men who have gone through similar situations really need to, put a spotlight on it and say, this kind of thing is okay to talk about. It's not going to affect your manliness in any way. It's not going to bring you down as a person. If anything, you talking about it is going to bring you up, and it's going to change like who you are, and it's going to help
Mhm.
other people do the same thing. And that's
Yeah.
something that I really thought that this trial was good for. It shows that people, no matter who you are, man, woman, or really doesn't matter, when somebody abuses you, speak out. That is just a
Yeah.
flat out point of all of this. Speak out if anything happens.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like it kind of ties into something else that's been going on in the past months, and that's back to the Will Smith thing. Part of the problem men have coming out right now is that if you are in that abusive relationship and you're trying to work your way out, it is so much harder for a man to be able to step forward and admit to it, not because necessarily of any singular sex, but men especially are hard on other men when it comes to that kind of thing. Dude, why don't you just leave? And how can you let her do that to you? And you're supposed to be stronger and all of that. And the fact that even just sitting back and watching what happened with Will Smith, even before the slap, but especially after, contributes to that problem of men not being able to step forward as they really should be able to, because I have a number of men in my personal life who have been the victim of abuse by women. The one thing that I can say watching a man coming out on the other side of that is that they always feel like because they went through that, because that they're weaker, that they don't have the strength. And it's something that in culture we have to change in general, because otherwise what Johnny did, I do think is a huge step. The fact that he was willing to push through any kind of criticism in that regard, and it's even worse for him considering she was trying to basically say what she did to him, what he was doing to her.
Right.
But it's still something that seriously needs to be worked on in earlier forms.
Yeah. I was definitely going to say that because like what Johnny did is inspiring in many ways, but like most people cannot afford legal battles
Yeah.
like that. And the more important thing is when you find yourself in these relationships, you need to take early action with it, recognize the signs. I always tell people like therapy is such an amazing thing to do. No, it's not something to be ashamed of. Like, I mean, if nothing else, it just feels good to get stuff off your chest. Most people are, some of the best therapists that I've had in my life have never told me the answer that I needed. They've given me the tools to make the decision myself. Yeah, no,
Listen, all
absolutely.
you need is a camera. That's really all you need, guys. If you have an issue, if you have a therapist, go speak to your therapist. But make a video on it. Honestly, it'll help other people also tell their stories. So you,
Well,
Yeah,
and more
Mhm.
importantly, speaking out about it, yes, good, everything. If you think you're in that situation, if you feel like you're being abused, tell your friends, tell your
yeah.
family, step forward and tell somebody and get yourself help. If you don't feel like you have friends or family, there are phone numbers, websites. Find somebody on the internet. Email the quartering. He'll help you. He really will. He's
right.
said it multiple times. He will
Jeremy's good at that.
do
Yeah.
just about anything you can. The fact that men's mental health is so low a priority in this world is absolutely pathetic.
I
Yeah,
did
so
I did drop my Discord link for those who, again, like I'm not any authority on mental health or anything necessarily, but I do pride myself on being pretty accepting of people. And if you're a part of the community or want to be a part of the community, we are absolutely I'm around to talk when I can. I'm trying. My goal is to help build culture to change the cultural erosion that we're seeing day to day now in like the news cycle through movies and Hollywood, comics, like all that. I'm trying to do my best to create a place where we can build culture again and not continue to destroy some of the stuff that's out there. So I hope, again, my Discord's open. Again, I obviously don't just come and spam your issues with me, but of course, reach out to me via DMs, whatever. I'm happy to have that discussion with you.
The same thing from me. Find me on Twitter, find me on Twitch, wherever I am. If you just need someone to talk to privately, if I can't help you, I will certainly try to find the resources to get you help you need.
Absolutely. My DMs are open for a reason, guys. Feel free to reach out. If one of us can't help you, we'll find somebody, or we'll do our best to help you out. I mean, it's just who we are as people.
I think that, being out there for people is great, but just because you're out there, people have to remember that we're all human.
Yes.
There are going to be things that happen. We're not going to be available right away. And that doesn't mean that we aren't, there, that we aren't going to help. You get what I mean. Fine.
I'm not necessarily, honey, you live with me. I'm not necessarily human either.